When I came into the foster care system, I was very confused because at a young age, it's really hard to grasp the fact that you've just been taken away from your parents. And even though the situation I was in, I knew it was bad, but it's what I was used to. It was a routine of mine that I did every day. So being taken away and having to live with new people was difficult for me. But the most difficult thing for me to grasp was people coming in and out of my life. During the whole 5 years I was in the foster care system, I had 35 people in and out of my life, so consistency wasn't a big thing with me. There wasn't anyone on my team that really understood me, that really wanted to know what I wanted. They were all focused on, well, this is her plan, this is what she needs, but it was never how was I feeling about the situation. Not until I got my CASA, really. Cynthia told me that me and her have been friends for 8 years now. And I was like, wow, you're my longest friend, because I've never had a friend that long. And I'm really grateful for her. I think if she didn't come into my life, I don't know where I would be. I'd probably be in a really bad spiral. She really lifted me up in the times that I didn't feel like I wanted to go on anymore. I just kind of wanted to just give up. She kept me in the right headspace to never give up, and something's gonna come along, and it did.
As Dimon's CASA, what I wanted for her and what I knew that I needed to provide for her were two different things. What I knew I needed to do as my role as CASA was to make sure that I was advocating for her best interests, to make sure that she was safe and secure and receiving the services that she needed as a child in dependency and in foster care. But what I wanted for her, besides that security and stability, was that I wanted for her to be loved and I wanted for her to be happy. We looked for a mentor for Dimon for 2 years, 2.5 years, with no luck. And then her mom came into her life as a science volunteer at her middle school. And from there, she went on to become a foster mother and then a mother.
I've had failed adoptions before, so when I learned that there was another family looking into adopting me, I just kind of felt standoffish because I didn't want to get too attached just in case this adoption failed. The one thing that actually made me feel comfortable to start talking to her and start opening up to her is I saw how invested she was. And she actually took me to her personal home. Usually after families read my case file and they see that I disrupted from homes or what situations I got myself into, they didn't really feel comfortable in bringing me into their home or meeting the rest of their family, but she was very comfortable with it. I saw that she really did care about me and she wanted the best interest for me, so I started breaking down that wall little by little. And eventually, even though I was living in a group home, I was at her house more than I was at the house I was actually supposed to be at. So I got comfortable really fast, and I'm just really grateful that they came.
As a CASA, one never really knows the impact that one is going to make on the life of the child, the difference that one can make. I would say for the 5 years that I knew Dimon, I didn't realize really if I made a difference at all. I didn't get feedback from her. I didn't really sense a closeness to us, but I just knew that I was going to be in her life and I was not going to give up. I would always advocate for her as long as I was her CASA, but I know now that it did make a difference. I know now, after the fact, that if I hadn't stayed with her, perhaps she wouldn't have found this forever home.
I'm grateful because I get to be able to sit back, watch somebody as an individual go from I'm just trying to graduate, I'm just trying to do the most basic thing I can possibly do, to now, hey, I want to be a pediatric nurse. I can't wait to see what her future is going to be because it's a steady climb. I think all of us have gone through different trials and tribulations in our life, and I think that she is going to continue to exceed her standards. So she's not going to be just basic, she's going to be great.